This motorhome was never sold in the US, was built for Canadian winters, and now runs a full F350 by 4 drivetrain. This is a 2013 Ford E350 Adventurer Class C, specifically the 19RK rear kitchen model. It was built by AML RV in Yakima, Washington, but it was sold new only in Canada. These shorter 19-foot Adventurers were designed around Canadian conditions, meaning thicker insulation, better cold weather performance, and simpler, more durable construction. Most people don't even know these were a thing, because you couldn't walk into a US dealership and buy one. At some point, this rig made its way back into the States, and instead of being left stock, it was converted to four-wheel drive by quad van. And that's where this turns from interesting into something genuinely special. This is a real 4x4 conversion using a Dana Super 60 front axle, essentially an F350 front end built with new Ford components, a proper transfer case, and supporting suspension and drivetrain upgrades. At 19 feet long, this is shorter than a lot of extended cargo vans. It's significantly smaller than most Class C motorhomes, which usually start around 23 to 25 feet. That means it's easier to drive, easier to park, easier to store, and far less stressful in tight places. And when you add four-wheel drive to that footprint, the entire use case changes. You're not limited to pavement, you're not avoiding dirt roads, and you're not constantly worried about where you can and can't go. Starting at the rear, this one is fitted with a Yakup's rack, and this isn't just for show. It's designed to carry real gear. You can mount 2 kayaks, 2 paddleboards, and 2 bikes all at the same time. Everything locks securely with cables and hardware, so when you walk away from the rig, your gear isn't an afterthought. That's important if you actually travel with equipment instead of just chairs and a cooler. Down at the wheels, you've got 17-inch Mickey Thompson alloy wheels wrapped in General Grabber all-terrain tires. That's a solid, practical setup. These tires aren't aggressive just for looks. They're quiet enough on the highway, but give you real grip on dirt, gravel, snow, and wet terrain. And this is where I want to pause for a second, because this is something people miss. A lot of motorhomes talk about all-season use, but very few are actually built for it. This one is. Because it was designed for the Canadian market, the insulation in the walls, roof, and floor is noticeably thicker than what you see in most US market Class C rigs. Up front, this has the later E-Series front end, the 2008 Plus design with the Super Duty-style grille, hood, and fenders. It looks more modern than the older E-Series vans, but more importantly, it feels more substantial. The wide towing mirrors are power-adjustable and heated, which you end up appreciating very quickly in cold or wet conditions. Locking hubs are present up front, but you don't need to get out and mess with them. Everything is controlled through the transfer case switch inside. Walking along the passenger side, everything is laid out cleanly and logically. You've got the fridge vent, heater vent, and exterior power outlets right where you'd expect them. The rear passenger side storage compartment holds fresh water hoses, leveling blocks, and toolkits, including the spare tire tools. This isn't wasted space, it's practical storage for things you actually use. The awning extends out smoothly and feels solid, not thin or flimsy. And it's worth saying this again. This is a single rear wheel setup, not a dually. That matters. Single rear wheels track better off-road, they're easier to deal with on narrow roads, and they typically return slightly better fuel economy. For a rig this size, it's the setup you want. At the back, there's a rear-mounted spare tire, LED taillights, and AML RV badging. AML has a reputation for solid construction, and that shows throughout this build. On the driver's side rear, there's another exterior storage compartment that goes deeper than you'd expect. Outdoor rugs, awning tools, extra gear, it all fits. And everything locks properly, which becomes important when you're carrying expensive equipment. Moving forward along the driver's side, you'll find the fuel fill, water heater access, outdoor shower, shore power hookup, sewer hose storage, city water connection, fresh water fill, and battery box. Nothing feels awkward or crammed in. From an exterior standpoint, this motorhome feels well-balanced and purpose-built. Now let's talk about what's underneath, because this is where most Class C motorhomes fall apart. This one doesn't. The quad van conversion includes a Dana Super 60 front axle, heavy-duty brakes sourced from an F350, new front coils, and upgraded suspension components. This gives the rig a planted, confident feel on the road. It doesn't wander, it doesn't feel loose, and it doesn't feel overwhelmed by its own weight. Power comes from the 5.4-liter 2-valve V8. This is the reliable version, not the later 3-valve engine. It's known for longevity, simpler maintenance, and predictable performance. It's not fast, and it's not trying to be. It's designed to run, to last, and to be serviceable almost anywhere. Now let's step inside, because this is where the size really works in its favor. You enter through a 2-piece camper door with a screen and main door, and there's a solid 2-step entry. Immediately to the right is the cab-over sleeping area. For a 19-foot motorhome, this space is surprisingly generous. The mattress is roughly full-size, there's a skylight overhead, and 2 side windows that bring in natural light. All of the windows have pull-down shades, and there's a privacy curtain that pulls across so this space can be completely separated. A ladder stores neatly and pops into place when needed. Below that is a small cocktail seat, and there's also a snap-in privacy curtain that blocks off the cab area. That might not sound important, but if you've ever traveled with more than one person in a small rig, you know exactly why that matters. Straight ahead is the dinette, and this is another area where the layout makes sense. The table drops down easily, the cushions rearrange, and it converts into a second bed without fighting awkward mechanisms. The dinette window brings in good light, and there's deep, usable storage built into this area. Nothing about this feels flimsy or rushed. The cabinetry feels solid, and the woodwork holds up. The flooring is durable linoleum, easy to clean, easy to maintain, and in good condition. Sitting at the dinette, you've got integrated cup holders, good headroom, and a clear view of the entry. The grab handle at the door is solid, and both the porch light and interior step light are LED, just like the rest of the lighting throughout the coach. Everything so far works because of the size. If this was 5 feet longer, it wouldn't feel the same. If it was 2 feet shorter, it wouldn't work. This layout only makes sense because it's compact and intentional. Moving toward the rear, you enter the kitchen, and this is where the 19RK layout earns its name. For a 19-foot Class C, this is a genuinely usable kitchen. You've got a deep counter, a microwave up top, a range hood with fan and light, a 3-burner stovetop, and a full oven below. Not a microwave-only setup, an actual oven. The 2-basin sink is practical, and there's real counter space around it. Storage is excellent. Multiple drawers, including deep ones, cabinets above and below, and a dedicated wardrobe space nearby. The bathroom is a 1-piece fiberglass unit, which is exactly what you want. No seams, no unnecessary joints, and no weird transitions. Inside, there's a vanity, vent fan, lighting, and a properly positioned shower head. Built-in towel and laundry holders make good use of the space, and even the towel rack placement outside the door is smart. For a rig this size, the bathroom feels functional, not compromised. Back in the kitchen area, the Dometic 3-way refrigerator does exactly what it should. Large upper freezer, good fridge space below, and reliable operation on shore power, propane, or 12-volt. Overhead storage continues throughout the coach, and honestly, you'll use every bit of it. Coat hooks are placed near the entry, smoke and CO detectors are installed, and the roof vents and skylights have privacy covers so you can fully darken the interior when you want. The ceiling is finished in a marine-grade fabric headliner, and it's in excellent condition. No stains, no sagging, no signs of leaks. Climate control is handled by a Coleman Mach roof air unit, and the heater thermostat is conveniently located. Everything inside feels clean, intentional, and well-maintained. Up front in the cab, the beige interior is clean and functional. Power locks, power windows, heavy-duty vinyl and rubber commercial flooring. It's built to be used. The seats are adjustable and include dual armrests, which makes long drives noticeably more comfortable. The dash is clean, and the later style E-Series layout feels familiar and straightforward. There are upfitter switches that control the front fog lights and rear utility lights. There's an aftermarket JVC head unit with a built-in backup camera, which is essential in a motorhome like this. Storage is everywhere: center console, cup holders, overhead compartments, and there's an open pass-through between the seats. Climate controls, transfer case selector for 2-wheel drive, 4 high and 4 low, tow haul mode, cruise control, heated mirrors. It's all here, and it all works. Here's the last thing I'll say, and this is the point people usually miss. This doesn't feel like a clumsy RV. It feels like a heavy-duty truck with a living space attached. That's the difference. This 2013 Adventurer 19RK with a quad van 4x4 conversion isn't trying to impress with gimmicks or trendy features. It's built for people who actually travel, who want to go places year-round, and who care more about capability than flash. Rigs like this don't show up often, and they're not being built anymore. And that's exactly why this one matters. That's the kind of motorhome they don't build anymore. See you in the next one.